Yesterday, we talked about assessing your game phase. Today, we're going to go to the whiteboard and build out our game plan. Let's build out our game plan. Goal setting and execution through clarity and focus. Simplifying our strategy, aligning our tactics, using metrics to hold ourselves accountable to doing the work, and the work accountable to working. Let's go to the whiteboard. First, we want to identify what our goal is. What is the specific thing that we're looking to accomplish? What's our objective? This could be as simple as figuring out how to go get eggs at the grocery store. You probably don't need a game plan to do that. Could be setting up Thanksgiving dinner, or it could be getting in shape for an upcoming event. Whatever that thing is, let's be really specific about what our goal is and have an understanding of what the timeline is to complete that goal. If you want to go deep into this stuff, take a look at SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound. Take a look at SMART goals. It's a great way to start if you're struggling with this first stage, which is, hey, how do I even figure out what a goal is? Let's assume that you know what your goal is. You've identified what that goal is. And here's the other thing that's kind of cool about goal setting. You'll probably make some mistakes on the goal that you set. You might look to achieve try to do something that's too lofty. Hey, big, hairy, audacious goals are really cool things. You might set your standard a little bit too small. Whatever. Identify a goal first, an objective, something you want to accomplish. Be really specific about what that thing is. Then let's lay in our strategy. What is our specific strategy that we will apply to help us achieve that goal? How will we get there? The reason why 3 is important to me: one, it's easy to keep things organized and not overcomplicated if you limit yourself to only 3 strategies. The other reason it's important to me is, what happens if you guess or you decide on the wrong strategy and you start doing all of that work but you don't get any closer to your goal? You increase risk relative to achieving that goal. But by having a 3-pronged strategy, 3 specific groupings of actions, 1, 2, 3, you start to reduce risk. You get yourself into a situation where, hey, I'm going to try to do some of these things, I'm going to try to do some of these things, I'm going to try to do some of these other things. And we think either one of those 3 things might work or all 3 of those might work, but I want to lay out what my specific strategy is. These are the actions. And that works well from an acronym perspective. Goals, actions. The next thing we want to do, lay out our metrics. So what are the 3 specific daily or weekly, and I like to think of metrics in the context of daily or weekly, things I'm going to be able to put together on a checklist. For those who like to have checklists in their daily planner, this is where this fits really, really well. What I want to do is have a specific checklist that I am going through that holds me accountable to doing the work, the tactics associated with the strategy. And then over time, if I've done all of the work, I can now hold the work accountable to working. So I want 3 specific metrics that I want to use that I can keep track of from a daily perspective or a weekly perspective. My recommendation here is to have 2 that are daily and 1 that is weekly. 2 that are daily, 1 that's weekly. Goals, actions, metrics help get you on the path to execution. So here's the execution piece. What are the things I'm going to do in the short term, medium term, and long term? My 30, 60, 90, could be 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 3 seconds, 6 seconds, 9 seconds, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. What's my short-term, medium-term, and long-term plan? What I'm working on doing here is identifying next logical steps so that I can start taking them. If you take this approach to building out a game plan associated with any goal that you're looking to accomplish, you will have clarity on the work that needs to be done, metrics. You will be able to focus your attention, ideally avoid distractions by getting the specific daily or weekly tasks done, and you will move yourself toward that objective that you're looking to accomplish. This is your game plan. If you have questions about it, please give me a call. I do game plan coaching. I have a game plan course. I have a game plan workbook. We have a number of different resources to help you build this out on your own. Here's the functional structure. Thank you.